Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your Midday News Fix for Wednesday, the 18th of February. Dozens of Canterbury kids spent a night hunkering down on Banks Peninsula, which was cut off by yesterday's torrential rain. 300 millimetres fell on the peninsula in 35 hours and a local state of emergency is still in force. Rosie Leishman reports.
60 students, parents and teachers from Kirkwood Intermediate have stayed an extra night at Akaroa's Unuku Marae. Principal Phil Tabberton says they really appreciated the huge aroha shown by the marae and look forward to the students returning when it's safe. There are reports 40 children from Leithfield Primary School are also stuck at Wainui Park Camp.
Meanwhile, State Highway 75 is scheduled to open by midday as contractors finish cleaning up. NZTA's Simon Harty says in terms of damage, the highway's seen worse.
There was a moderate slip near the top of the hilltop, which took about 10 truckloads to remove. Other than that, there were about 6 minor slips and just managing risks around the flooding sites.
Otarahanga, Waipa and Manawatu Whanganui are also still under states of emergency. The Green Party says local government powers over aggressive dogs need reviewing after a dog killed a woman at a home in Northland's Kaihu yesterday. Northland Minister Shane Jones says jail terms should be considered for owners of dangerous dogs. ACT's David Seymour is asking whether animal control has enough resources. Greens co-leader Marama Davidson says local government needs more resources.
When you've got this government including pushing rates caps and starving funding to local government, they're really stuck.
Police say they're investigating the death of a man discovered in a secluded area of Tauranga's Wharepai domain on Saturday as a homicide. A post-mortem on Monday established the death is suspicious. Detective Senior Sergeant Flauju Brown says they've finished examining the scene and are working to establish what happened. She's asking to hear from anyone with any information, including sightings of unusual or suspicious behaviour around the domain before 2 p.m. on Saturday. Outcry from unions over new employment laws. The Employment Relations Amendment Bill passed yesterday, removing automatic protection from a collective agreement in the first 30 days. The PSA and Workers' First Union have dubbed this workers' darkest day in decades. Workers' First General Secretary Dennis Marga says it'll also let employers decide whether workers are contractors or employees, which could lead to aggression from employers.
This will eventually provide many abilities for employers to change the relationship between a supposedly employee and employer and change that into a contractual arrangement.
The Foo Fighters return to New Zealand for 2 stadium shows in January, starting at One NZ Stadium in Christchurch before heading to Auckland's Western Springs. To sport, a glass half full assessment from Luca Harrington after missing out on a second medal at the Winter Olympics. The free ski slopestyle bronze medalist has finished sixth in the big air final. And drama in Real Madrid's 1-0 victory away to Benfica in football's Champions League. A 10-minute delay has ensued after goal scorer Vinicius Jr. left the field and refused to continue, seemingly irate at something uttered by a Benfica opponent. Benfica manager Jose Mourinho has later been red-carded and sent to the stands. I'm Malcolm Jordan. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.